This fake shit began, made something out of nothing, I'm creating a chance. Never let good pussy in the way of your plans. I'm at Puff House, he got a couple racing the lamb. I just told the nigga bring back making the band. Stop playing with me, the young God MC. Rich nigga problems, why I drop RNP? My cars ain't leased, them Rari keys I took back, cause that shit was slowly becoming a part of me. I keep it real, bring it back to the roots. You niggas acting a fool, all white is the range, matte black is the coupe. Fuck the fame, dog, we after the loot. And I was born with all that shit that y'all lack in the booth.
Cordae just dropped his second studio album From a Bird's Eye View, and this album is phenomenal. And I want to do a full review on this album, and I also want to talk about his talent and his potential because his future is bright.
My mind divine, this should take me a lot farther. Growing up, should I really had beef with my father? But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain.
What's up guys, I'm Jamal Nolan and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am on a journey. I am on the road to 15,000 subscribers. I do a lot of different content and it all centers around hip hop and black culture. So if you are into those type of things, please be sure to hit the subscribe button because I'm on the road to 15,000 subscribers and I cannot get there without you. Also be sure to share this video, leave a comment down below and like it. So right off the bat, this young man is going crazy in his promo run with his LA Leakers freestyle as well as his Tiny Desk performance.
Suicide door, sitting on 24s. I was trying to find a job, but nigga, why bother? Being broke can make you try hard.
He's performing all over the place and his presence is felt on social media. For me, it's just absolutely refreshing to see a young man, a young rapper with a head on his shoulder and having content with a lot of substance in it. And it's not just drill rap or ignorant music. Definitely, don't get me wrong, I love that stuff and it has its place, but I just like a rapper who stays in his lane and talks about his life and what he knows. He don't have to go out here and talk about things that's not of him. And his sophomore performance from Cordae is incredible. Now, I've seen a lot of people say that they like the first album better, they like this album better. I've seen people say they like the production on the first one and they like the rapping on this one. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what it means is Cordae put out a solid effort in his sophomore album. So there's no sophomore slump. He's put out 2 incredible bodies of work and he is well on his way to having an incredible future. What I've realized is that with new rappers, you gotta have at least three solid to classic albums released until like a large majority of the rap community really give you your flowers and you really become mainstream and a big time artist. If Cordae can follow this up with a 3rd album a year or 2 from now, he will really cement himself into the conversation for the great rappers in the next generation. Now let's talk about this album From the Bird's Eye View and a couple of the tracks that really stood out. First off, this whole concept of From a Bird's Eye View is extremely dope, and if you listen to the song and the concept of the album, it really follows that. From a Bird's Eye View is basically us as an audience having a top-down view of Cordae's life, past, present, and future. But if you understand, a lot of people don't take this in consideration when you look at a bird's eye view. The birds sometimes get low to the ground. Sometimes they right there on the street with us and they could be even right next to us. And that's kind of what Cordae did with this album. He gave us the high up perspective of like, this is my lifestyle and this is what it looks like, but he also allowed us to get close and personal and be right next to him. Like on songs like Mama's Hood, where he's literally telling us like the things he would see when he riding through his mama hood. And that's just such a dope concept. That song in general was one of my favorite on the album, and I think Cordae delivered masterfully. And I also like the fact that he dealt with some complex and nuanced conversations throughout this entire album. Like, what do you want from me? Just this ideal of I could give all I have, or I can give so much to a person and it still not be enough. You still can look at them like, what do you want from me? Like, Cordae did a great job, I'm telling you, throughout this entire album of just painting the picture of his lifestyle and some of our lifestyle as well, because we all kind of share experiences. Same thing with the Coach Carter track. It's just Cordae telling us like, yo, this is my mind frame. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. I remember the things that I used to want when I was growing up. Now I got the ability to get all this stuff. I'm sitting here watching Coach. Like, we've all been there. We've all had the things that we wanted in our life and we was unable to get. at that time. And then when we got older, we just couldn't wait for those moments to be able to purchase those things. And he's now at a level of success where he can have whatever he wants. But Cordae is just like, again, he's just easily walking us down the street of his life. Cordae on this album, technically, his technical rapping ability is phenomenal. It's literally unmatched for anybody in his age range. Like the way Cordae raps, he obviously is influenced by Nas and J. Cole, and you can see it all throughout his rhymes. And I really love that about him. Again, he's just a young man who's extremely bright, got his head on his shoulders correctly. He's able to paint a vivid picture for the audience. This is a low tempo, smooth melody, and technical rap album. Like, and I always need that. Every single year, I need like 2 or 3 of those albums that just super smooth and easy to ride to and listen to and just reflect and have an introspective moment with myself because of the words and the experiences that the artist is painting. And that's what he did in this album. If you look at the track John Michelle, like from that track on, he's literally telling you like, listen, I am an unorthodox urban artist and I'm about to paint y'all a beautiful masterpiece. I believe Cordae's future is extremely bright, and I know that he's gonna be around in the rap game for a very long time. Like he told us on the album, like he's gonna be here as long as he wanna be, and he's gonna continue to grow and develop. And that's what's really encouraging about this album is you can see some of his growth in this album, but also you can tell that he's still growing. He still has more to say, he still has more to develop, and there's gonna be a really classic album that comes from Cordae in the future. He's gonna ultimately have a great body of work, but he's gonna continue to grow. And I believe strong-heartedly, like my prediction is, his 3rd album is gonna be that leap up to platinum status, similar to J. Cole. He's just gonna have that leap up and he's gonna gravitate and grab mainstream attention, and he's gonna be considered one of those dudes. I like the fact that we was able to get a lot out of Cordae in this particular album. We hear a little bit about how he's feeling about his relationship with his girl, with the song with her and Lil Durk. I also love the fact that he want to introduce us to his past, talk about his relationship with his mom, his family, his dad. Having those type of conversations and using rap as your therapy is extremely powerful for the listener. You can tell that just throughout this entire album that Cordae was just venting. He was just getting his feelings out, and he was letting everything be known about him, and without being extra personal. But I did feel like we was able to get a little bit more from Cordae in this particular album. I love it. I even like when he did the radio singles with Sinister and Super. Like, I really like those songs. Also, I thought the features from Lil Wayne, Eminem, like they was going stupid crazy as far as rapping ability goes. So all in all, I think that this album was an incredible body of work. It's definitely already on the list for the top 10 albums for me this year. Super early in the year. We will see if it holds on to that list. And also, I believe that this album will continue to grow and get better with time. I believe that this album is going to age very well. So shout out to Cordae for putting out another great body of work. Thank you guys for watching this brief review of From a Bird's Eye View. And until next week, man, I'll be back with another episode of Culture Breakdown, and I'm out.